Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at what Cardano is doing and also what Bitcoin is doing. And before we start, again, thanks a lot for all your comments, all your likes. Please check out my link in the description for my second channel on which I teach TA. And yeah, besides that, everything much appreciated. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. I did say yesterday that I believe we haven't seen the lowest price yet. And I think I did that when I had my update video in the evening, so it was before that last drop here, when we went to nearly 40,000, a little bit higher. And what can we see? Well, on the daily here, we actually broke through that trend line that I put onto the chart yesterday. However, the current candle body is above that. So the current price is above that trend line, that descending support line. What we can see, we actually broke down and then we recovered, and now the price is again above that level. We're going to take a closer look at that on the hourly. We can see big red candle here, big selling candle. Also the RSI, we are below 50. We are in the sort of bearish range. And also on the MACD, I don't see a sense of recovery yet. Actually, we are dropping further with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the hour chart before we go to Cardano. And I just look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin, it is still important for Cardano, of course it is. So let's go and take a look here on the hourly chart. What we can see is that exact candle when we broke down below that trend line. I must say, I didn't expect that much support from buyers. But I think, when did I do the update video? Back here at 10 o'clock UK time, roughly. And then we broke once more after that. And I did say, we didn't see a new high yet. We obviously came down to that support level before. We didn't see in that recovery move to the upside, we didn't see a new high yet. So in my opinion at the time, I did say, we still see a lot of red candles. And as long as we don't make a new high, I would expect another drop, maybe even below 40,000. Now we haven't come to below 40,000 yet, but also we don't see that massive recovery yet that you would normally expect after such a, support by buyers. What could have happened, for example, was a strong push by buyers to the upside and then a V-shaped recovery and maybe an engulfing green candle, but we can't see all of that. The MACD is currently in the green, the histogram, but only very slightly. And yes, we've made a bullish crossover on the MACD. On the hourly, however, it's only the hourly, so it's not that significant, and we're far away from the zero line. We're in negative range. And also here, we most likely found support here because we were so much in oversold territory. That was pretty much midnight here in the UK. That is when the price dropped very much, but we were very much in oversold territory, so that is why we started to move to the upside. One positive thing for the price I want to call out here, on the hourly, we can start to make out now a bullish divergence, which means, doesn't mean that the downtrend is over yet, but it's a first heads up that we could see, or that we are currently seeing, a slowing down of the downtrend. That means we might have seen the worst yet. We might have seen the worst, and we're going to take a look how that is looking for Bitcoin. If we see a bullish divergence on the RSI, that's always a good thing, because it just means that first heads up that a trend, that the downtrend is slowing down. We can't see it on the 4-hour chart yet. Here we can see that the RSI is still dropping, so we need to see if that comes, if that moves from the hourly into the 4-hour chart. I also can't quite see it on the 2-hour chart yet. So let's go to Cardano, of course. Cardano here, let's go to the daily to start with. And what can we see here on the daily? We can see that Cardano is holding really well. It is holding really well, I must say that. And what we can currently see here on the daily is we have found horizontal support here at pretty much $2, a bit lower than $2. The candle closed at 2.0. Yesterday's candle closed at around $2.08. So this seems to be a support level, because today We're trading at that current level 2075, and we actually came down to below $2. But again, you know, and we came down to below $2 even though Bitcoin actually moved even lower. I mean, you can see that when we had that low here yesterday, Bitcoin came down to just 42,000. It depends on the exchange you're looking at, but this here on Kraken, sorry, this is Coinbase here with Bitcoin, it came down to, yeah, 42,300 or something. And Cardano came down to pretty much, oh no, this was that one. Cardano came down to, yeah, 190, 197, 198. And it has come down again to 197, 198, whereas Bitcoin actually made from that low yesterday, made another low of, yeah, dropped another 5% to the downside. Yes, it has recovered since then, but it's currently still trading, yeah, at that level, but it actually temporarily dropped down there, which Cardano didn't even do. And we can take a very quick look what it's doing on other exchanges. For example, Binance, did it drop further? Not really, a little bit more. It dropped actually down to 190. Okay, it actually dropped nearly down to 190 on Binance. Right, that is interesting. Maybe I should go to another, because with the Kraken exchange that I normally use to prepare these charts, maybe Kraken isn't that accurate. We need to have a look. All right, anyway, let's take a look at where we are. We are still with Cardano above the 200-day moving average, something that Bitcoin is not. Bitcoin is below the 200-day moving average, but Cardano is also below the 50 and the 20-day moving average. However, as long as Cardano is above the 200, it still indicates that we are in the longer term uptrend. Bitcoin is below it. Yes, so we need to be a bit careful. But with Bitcoin, as you know, we've seen the golden cross. Just need to be aware that this is still in place and remains in place. Let's just take a final look. If the golden cross, yes, that is still there, and the 50-day moving average is still coming to the upside. As long as that's the case, I'm confident that at some point we will break to the upside again for Bitcoin and of course for Cardano. And let's go to the hour chart for Cardano, because that is quite important what we're doing there. I did say still Cardano held very well, even though on Binance we dropped down to, I think it was 193. I still, you know, I did say yesterday my target was between $2 and 180. Pretty much accurately would be 182 based on the Elliott wave model. But anything between $2 and 180 would be in that target box for that phase C correction or wave C correction. And what we can see here, or what we could see here yesterday, was that we were moving into this into the apex of the triangle. So when I did my update video yesterday was here, moved into the apex, and then we had that breakout to the downside. Actually found really good support here still. Now we're trading above that trend line again, which is not bad. And the good thing is here as well, on the hourly we can start to see a bullish divergence. So you can clearly see that where we came from quite a strong downtrend, we are now trading horizontally pretty much for Cardano, and we are trading horizontally, but the price is actually here on the RSI. I mean, the value is going up, right? So whereas we still have a very slight price move to the downside, you can see that if we connect these highs together, we make lower highs still, and we also made lower lows, at least on the Binance exchange. We still have a bullish divergence here on the Kraken exchange. So bullish divergence RSI is quite good. Also the MACD is looking a little bit better than on Bitcoin. If I make the MACD a little bit larger, we can see we had another bullish cross here, and the MACD histogram is actually going a little bit more into the green range. So let's take a look if we can see that bullish divergence on the 2-hour chart as well, which we don't see with Bitcoin at the moment. And no, not yet. So I can't see a bullish divergence on the RSI yet with Cardano, because we're still making, you can see that here on the 2-hour chart, still make lower highs. So we want those higher highs on the RSI to move from the 1-hour chart to the 2-hour and then the 4-hour chart. As long as that's the case, I still think we might drop once more. Haven't seen that trend reversal yet, but anyway, I could be wrong, but it's always a first heads up if this trend is slowing down like that, and if you can see the momentum change on the RSI and the MACD. And of course, going forward, I will observe that further. I still think as long as I've seen a new move to the upside, you know, a new momentum change to the upside, that we could come down once more, like indicated here on the Binance chart. Now we have already moved into that yellow box once more, but I still think we'll come down a little bit more before we see a trend reversal to the upside. So again, I could be wrong. I currently think that it looks like a bit we're coiling up for something because the price moves are slowing down a little bit. Looks a bit more like, you know, a triangle could be forming here once more, but let's see what is developing. And yeah, I will let you know. I will update you, and have a good day and see you later. And don't panic, we will come up again. And don't forget, we'll have in the next few days, well, a few more days to come, but we will have our summit where a few or really a lot of good news will be communicated. All right, so hopefully you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.